Anna, where are we?
My Deer Friend.
Whoosh. Hey. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Good. I know you want to do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Shikanoko Koshitantan.
Well done.
Want to do it with me? Can you do it?
I can't do it. No, because I think it's like, what, how many? It's like 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shikanoko Koshitantan.
Yeah, no, you got it. I think honestly, I think it's good when people are good at different things. And clearly that's your thing.
Yeah.
So, this is the first time that you and I, with the exception of us reviewing Don episode 1.
Yeah.
This is the first time that we've watched something that we only watched half of it.
Yeah.
But the reason is because it is
A lot?
a lot per episode.
Yes, it is.
So this show is My Deer Friend Nokotan.
Yeah.
And I know that this was a big one this year because I saw a lot of people on Instagram, TikTok, they were like, especially the opening song, it was a banner this year. You know,
Yeah.
people love that song. And so I know it's a popular comedy anime. And it's funny because the premise of the show essentially is that there's this
tell me the premise.
Yeah.
Tell me the premise.
There's this girl named Koshi who is the student council president.
Mm-hmm.
And randomly one day she finds a deer girl, like a girl who's a deer human hybrid.
Except female, but has antlers.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And basically her life gets turned upside down.
Yeah.
By this girl.
She saves the girl.
Yeah.
And then the girl shows up in her class as a new classmate, but also a deer.
Yeah, exactly.
And
then
everyone just accepts that she is both a classmate and a deer.
And then basically it becomes Koshitan's like whole thing in life that she has to take care of her, and then from there they have to start a deer club.
Yeah.
At the school, because like high schools in Japan all have clubs, as we know from many of the anime we've watched and Persona games and such.
Yeah.
And then
hilarity ensues.
Hilarity ensues.
Yeah. This is one of those fourth wall breaking anime.
Yes, yeah.
It is intended to be highly comedy.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about this show is I realize when watching it that we don't really watch pure comedies.
No.
Like a lot of what we watch is like hybrid comedy. Like for instance, like One Punch Man and Mashal.
Yeah.
Where it's like they're very funny, but they're also very actiony.
Yeah.
Like this one, there was actually like a fight scene in episode 6, and I was surprised. I was like, wait, there's a fight scene in this?
Why were you surprised? Did you not watch episode 2?
Was there a fight scene in episode 2? I don't remember.
The competition between Noko and Koshitan's sister?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, with all of the, like, throwing knives and...
right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Well, that's the thing about the show. So at the end of every episode, I feel as if I have watched like an entire movie.
Yes.
Like there is so much content. It's funny. Every episode reminds me of the first episode of Gintama.
Yeah.
Where it's just like so much information hitting you so fast. And so many jokes and so much weird, like surreal stuff.
Self-referential
that it's like very it's very exhausting.
Especially
I think you get to, at least for me personally, I get to a certain age where I'm trying to like really like watch and absorb something and appreciate it, and it's coming at you like 200 miles per hour, and I'm like, what is happening? And don't get me wrong, it's great.
Yeah.
And I think that it's like perfect. I think especially like if you're a little more in like this sort of TikTok generation that like wants like as much content as fast as possible, but I was like exhausted at the end of every episode.
It's funny because the first 2 episodes are particularly crazy.
It's insane.
By episode 3, it sort of cools down a little bit, gets you into more of what the show actually is.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first 2 episodes are insane. I think we just looked at each other and were like, the heck are we watching like multiple times?
I know.
And in a good way, but also in a what the heck are we watching way.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny too because I remember we watched like the first 3 episodes, and then like a day later we were like starting on Crunchyroll, and I'm like, there's no way we're only in episode 4. Like, there's no way. Like, we've watched so much of this show.
Well, also the episodes like most of them, it's one of those where like the first half is almost like its own episode, and the second half is another episode.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's like, I guess the other main comedy we watch all the time we watched was House Husband.
Yeah, that's true. Which were like mini episodes.
Which I love House Husband, and I will say that like the one thing I like about this show is I feel like One Punch Man, House Husband, Mashal to a degree, but especially those two, it's almost like the same joke all the time.
That's true.
This show isn't like that.
Yeah, there are some jokes that repeat over and over again, and obviously the deer crackers are a big repeating joke.
So when we went to Japan in 2019, we went to Nara.
Yes.
Now Nara is known for the friendly deer of Nara.
The friendly
deer that Anna found. So we went there and we bought these deer crackers, which are like very heavily involved in this show.
Yes.
Like they always like Shikanoko is always wanting to eat deer crackers. Her goal in life is to be bathed in deer crackers.
Yeah.
So it was really funny to see this because I remember when we got there in Nara, we bought these so that we could feed the deer.
Let me tell you that Shikanoko is totally accurate to the deer of Nara. The friendly deer of Nara that will attack you for the deer crackers.
Yeah.
That let us not forget when you're like, no, let me do it. Let me feed the deer. And then when they came after you, you threw the crackers at me.
I really did.
And sent the deer my way.
Yeah.
They're gonna eat your dress. Oh my gosh.
God, I chose the wrong outfit.
They think your outfit's food. I would help, but this is too funny.
It was like a zombie movie. I like shot you in the leg and ran off.
Yeah, now I know how an apocalypse is gonna go.
It was so good.
Here, give me some. Oh, he wants the whole thing. Anna.
Yeah, no, you're holding it now. They're gonna fight you.
But you know what? I know that you love animals.
Right,
and
I definitely love them eating my clothes.
They were like, those little bites were not pleasant at
No,
all.
nipping at me, eating my clothes.
Well, so the way it's supposed to work is you're supposed to go and you bow, and then they bow back, and then you give them the crackers. That was not the way it went.
But if you bow at them, they will bow back at you. But if you have crackers, there will be no bowing. There will be just attack.
Yeah, and it's funny because the
adorable attack.
It's amazing. So the show it takes place in Hino High School in Hino City, which is near Nara, but it is very much about like the Nara thing.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they'll show like in between like segments or commercial breaks, they'll show different areas in that area, different places in Nara. We're like, oh, we've been there. And I love like the end. Even though the beginning of the show, the opening credits gets all the attention because of the dance and the song. The end is literally just like it's just footage of people making deer crackers.
Yeah.
To like feed to deer, and it's like super weird. It's so surreal, and that's what I love about the show. It is extremely surreal.
It is.
I mean, it is weird as hell. Like every time she like pulls off her antlers for some reason, anytime she opens up her head,
oh, it's so absurd.
It's so crazy, and I love it because
she made coffee in her head.
That's really good. That was really good. And I also love that when it points out that they're like, well, this is just a stupid comedy.
Yeah.
And like,
the narrator pops in to tell you, don't pay attention to this. It's just a stupid comedy.
But and then like you said, like Koshi-tan will be like, hey, what are you calling stupid?
Yeah.
Like she'll like talk back, and oh my god. The best part though is that because they're in a place like Nara, so there's deer everywhere. That's like the point, is there's deer all over the place. The actual deer that are Shikanoko are like 3D deer.
3D CGI, like
don't look at all like the rest of the animation, and are so weird and off-putting.
Like, oh my god, it's absurd to have them in the location interacting with the characters, and then when they eat the deer crackers are still the animated deer crackers that look just like the regular characters in it, but these CG 3D animated deer like are still eating them. Oh god, it's so weird.
It is, and I love it.
So great.
I love love it. It's so weird. And like the whole I love every time. I know. Well, that's the thing. You know, I love the side characters a lot in this. Bashame is my favorite character.
Bashame, who like is in love with Shikanoko.
Yeah.
But wants to farm rice.
She wants to be a deer herself. Yeah. And she also like is like so chill. I love it. She's so funny.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like the show is pretty great.
Yeah.
Like I think that this is the perfect show. First off, I want to say, there's no major male characters. There's pretty much no male characters.
The only male character is one of those CGI deer that shows up.
Yeah, and I think the narrator might be male.
Yeah, the narrator is male. Yeah, and that deer, and the deer doesn't talk or anything. He's just a deer, like a regular deer.
I thought that was really cool because I can't remember an anime we've seen like that has no, especially we've watched so much isekai, and isekai are a lot of them are like harem fantasy anime where like there's one normal guy and a million mystical girls who love him. So it was nice to see something that was very female forward.
Yeah, and it's not like it's not like there are no men in this world. Like,
no.
Like there was the guy that came to the zoo to feed the deer. And I'm pretty sure there were guys in the class when we saw the class.
There are. It's just that none of them are the main characters.
Yeah, and like none of them are in Deer Club.
No. Oh, Deer Club. So I liked that a lot, and and I liked how like bizarre the whole thing is. I mean, I think that's like for me the hallmark of the show.
Koshi has to brush.
It's so good when she's like becomes chibi and sits on her lap and she's like meow. It's so good, and it's so cute and fun, and I think this show is, not only do I think that, well, first off I think everyone would like it. I definitely feel like any woman at any age would like this show, to be honest, because it's just fun and weird, and I know how much you ladies really like weird stuff.
It's really weird. Yeah. Like, you gotta be okay with really weird.
But I also think it's the perfect anime if you're kind of going through stuff in life and just want something that's going to completely take you out of your own problems, because it is so like you are so absorbed in what's going on because so much is happening and it's so surreal and so silly and so fun that I feel like it really is a departure. Like, I don't think about anything else in my life when I'm watching this show because it's like the show requires so much of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not in a negative way. It
requires so much of you, but also requires nothing of you.
Well, it requires the only way you're going to know what's happening is by paying attention.
Yeah, like, this is not one where you can like be on your phone while you're watching.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's also not asking too much of you, and like it's not like
it's just a dumb comedy. Yeah, just like the narrator says.
It's a dumb comedy. It 100% is. But it's really worth it. If people like love, I think if people like love comedy.
Yeah.
And
I can't even think of anything to compare it to. Like, you know, it's like, was it Liquid Television on MTV back in the day?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, it's just.
I think there are more surreal comedies that have come out. I mean, in a way though, like
there's like some aspects that are like it.
Isn't Adventure Time like a surreal comedy?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a bunch of there's probably other anime like this too that we just don't watch. You know, once again, like, you know, like Mashal for us is like weird, but it's really not compared to a show like this.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, Mob Psycho had some kind of stuff where like, oh, you know. But yeah, no, but
this is pure absurdity.
There's nothing we watch that's quite like this.
Yeah.
You know, because even like Dandadan has its like comedy, but it's also got its like insane stuff.
Oh yeah.
And this is just kind of like a safe space for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
But yeah, so My Deer Friend Nokotan.
Yeah.
It's on. We watch it on Crunchyroll. I don't know if it's on anything else. First season is out, 12 episodes. Good luck trying to get through all of them quickly because it's
take your time with it.
It's like honestly, one episode a day is more than enough. You're gonna want to absorb it.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to, you know, do the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
And then you're gonna want to be going Shikanoko Koshitantan.
Yeah, and if you want to go to Nara and visit the deer, you should.
Yeah, you should.
Because it's a lot of fun.
It is.
Cool. All right.
But like, beware, they attack.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're mean. Have many rice crackers that you can toss at them. Because they will definitely go after you.
They want your deer crackers.
You know, I mean, They're hustling.
Yeah,
You gotta
it's true.
you gotta respect the
That's
hustle.
true.
All right. Well, is there any questions you want to ask?
Ooh. What would you do in Deer Club?
Yeah, what would you do in Deer Club? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And we have a lot of anime content we talk about. And watch the show. It's fun. It's a good time. I think we could all use a good time right now. And this is definitely one. Okay, guys. Bye.